Defend yourself against DDoS attacks by hiding your true IP address with ExpressVPN, and visit my custom link expressvpn.com/ghilliemaster in the description to find out how you can get an extra 3 months free. Hey everyone, and welcome to another GTA Online video here on my channel. We are now in the month of November, which means we are getting closer and closer to the next update releasing in GTA Online. Usually the updates come out the second week of December. Drug Wars last year's December update came out December 13th, and most of them do release around that same time. And I want to take this video to discuss what could be next for GTA Online heading into 2024, because obviously GTA 6 is on the horizon. Some people like to joke and say that it's never coming out, but that's just not true. The announcement of GTA 6 is the big elephant in the room when it comes to how they handle whatever is coming next for GTA Online. But we do know that an update is coming out for December, as they haven't stated otherwise. It's been the case for 10 years now, getting an update in December. But before that even, I'm going to make a prediction. I think the next big string of event weeks is going to start this week on the 9th of November. This is when the current GTA Plus bonuses are up and a new set of bonuses begin, which usually coincides with a drastic change in the event week themes. Usually new adversary modes get cycled in around this time, that kind of thing. And for this time in November, I think it's going to be a heist month, with each week offering different bonuses on the various heists in the game. My reasoning behind this is, 1, heist month usually takes place in November as it has in the past. And number 2, we haven't seen diamonds in the casino vault in a very long time. I want to say the last time we saw diamonds in the casino vault was in February of this year, back during the Valentine's Day event. But I could be wrong, maybe we did get them later, but I just don't remember having diamonds as a loot target for the casino heist in a very long time. And the same goes for the Cayo Perico Panther statue. We haven't seen that in a while either, so I think we'll be seeing both of those this November. And if the heist month lasts up until the first week in December, well, that's perfect timing for the next update releasing shortly after that ends. Which leads us into the topic of the December DLC. Now, this December in particular is a rather big milestone for Rockstar as a game studio, because they will celebrate their 25th anniversary as a game studio in December, which might be a perfect time for them to not only release a good-sized update to GTA Online to celebrate, but to also finally reveal GTA 6 and their plans going forward with everything. It would be just an overall great way to end the year with a bang, for the 25-year anniversary, a nice update for GTA Online, and an update on GTA 6's development all at once. Well, that's all I'm going to say about GTA 6 for this video. As for the GTA Online update, I'm not really sure what they're going to do here. If they do another heist, I don't exactly know what's left for us to heist. I've seen a lot of people say they'd like a North Yankton heist DLC, but it just doesn't really make sense in the whole narrative for GTA Online. We go from robbing a drug lord's island to robbing a tiny bank in North Yankton. Why would our characters want to do that? The only sort of interesting piece of content that we have that could maybe lead us to something is the mysterious alien lab underneath Fort Zancudo that we briefly saw for the Halloween event. There's a lot more to that place than we saw for the Halloween event, I'll tell you that. Tez on the GTA forums posted this back on Thursday. There are more to that Fort Zancudo bunker too. A message on the unused laptop decoded to "connect the lines," and the one on the patient screen decoded to "we are watching." The "we are watching" is for the globe room, and the "connect the lines" is for the Oppressor Mark II and jetpack room, I guess indicating that those two are alien tech. And he links to the Chiliad Mystery subreddit, and these guys are absolute sleuths when it comes to figuring out this cryptic stuff. So what we know is there are 4 rooms in this underground lab/facility, each labeled with a logo above the door to enter. And each of these logos can also be found on the wall near the exit point of the place. What's interesting about this is the interior for these, according to Lucas7 Yoshi, who is a reputable data miner focusing on Rockstar games. There are actually switches in the locations underneath each of those logos, and apparently in the game files of the interior for this place, they are on a toggle. And what he basically did is he made a video where he enabled the switches and gave them functionality or animations for pulling said switches to see what it would kind of look like if it were to be enabled in-game. Because as we know from the Halloween event, these switches were not present, as we just saw a glimpse of one room being used during the abduction scene, and that's all. We couldn't even walk around in this place. So what are these switches for then? Are they cut content, or are they prep work for future content that is now unutilized but will be utilized later? Going back to the symbols though, there are 2 screens that show up in the lab with 2 of the logos present on them. One on a TV screen that looks like this, and one on a laptop that looks like this. The laptop one is obviously much smaller and more blurry because it's meant to be on a smaller surface as opposed to a TV screen. You'll notice that each of these have numbers displayed on them in the lower left corner. And when decoded, they display the messages "we are watching" and connect the lines. This is also, of course, in tandem with the one day reveal all number sequence that is plastered all over the shirt that you get for doing the abduction event. So is this an early hint at the update for December? You know, why would Rockstar go through all this effort to put all these little hints and Easter eggs when none of it is used? We actually can't even see any of this stuff in-game without doing some glitches or perusing through the game files. I almost feel like this has to be some place that they're planning on extending and using further in a DLC, because why would they create so many rooms in this place for an event where we only see one room for a matter of like 7 seconds? It just really makes you wonder. The only other DLC that I can see Rockstar doing would be a Michael update, as he's the only main protagonist left that hasn't made a substantial appearance in online or even any appearance at all, outside of a mention by Franklin in the Contract DLC. I've already discussed what I personally would want a Michael update to look like, so I don't want to repeat myself in this video, but I will say a Michael update would have a lot of potential for some fun things. I'll leave a link to a video I did about the Michael update in the description if you're curious about that and want to see my ideas for it though. And then we have the interview from Games Radar that they did with a design director at Rockstar North, Scott Bouchard, in March of this year, where at the end he said this: "It's super important to us that players find new ways to connect with each other, whether through events we create or by us providing the tools for them to create their own moments. We've got a bunch of ideas in the works right now, all the way up until the holidays at the end of the year, so please stay tuned." It's impossible to tell exactly what he means by that, but clearly they got something cooking for this upcoming December update for sure. It's going to be very interesting seeing what happens with GTA Online over the next few weeks leading up to the next update. I'm going to have links to all the sources that I've used in this video down in the description as well if you want to check them out for yourself. But this is where I will extend the conversation to you guys. What do you think is going to happen for this December update? And do you think all the Fort Zancudo bunker stuff, all those cryptic messages, do you guys think those are hints towards the next DLC, or is it just Rockstar having some fun? If you enjoyed the video or found it helpful, feel free to leave a like as well as subscribe to my channel for more GTA Online content. Also want to give a huge shout out to all my channel members for your support. If you'd like to become a member for some exclusive perks, you can either use the join button or the link that's down in the description. And as always, thanks for watching and have a great day.